Alright, yo, y'all check out my Michigan rappers King Sound and G Mac Cash. Just dropped the new hip-hop singles. The Butchers is out on all digital platforms. Make sure you tune in and check them out. The Butchers by King Sound and G Mac Cash. Links in the description. Make sure you check it out. YouTube Music, Spotify, Apple, regular YouTube. So make sure you go support these brothers, man. And peace. Alright, man. Draymond Green said that if he was to go to any 9 winning team, it would be the Detroit Pistons. That he would be willing to play in Detroit. He said that he doesn't want out of Golden State, but if it came to it and they had to send him to a 9 winning team, it would be Detroit. We know you from Saginaw, a.k.a. Sag Nasty. I know a few good people up there. Shout out to Greg. He from Saginaw. Let's talk about it. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Thumbs up the video. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel. And the subscribe button is the bell icon button. And I mean, they can use all the help they can get. I mean, for him to get traded, it'll probably be in the middle of next season, or next season would have to be going bad, and they would trade him in the off season. They just, I think, paid him not too long ago, so they probably would be blowing it up to trade Draymond. Excuse me. So if they would be blowing it up to trade Draymond, then Steph could be on the move. A lot of people believe Steph Curry is in. This ain't right to see Steph Curry playing another uniform. You know, we never seen Kobe, Reggie Miller playing another uniform, but we did see, or Tim Duncan, or David Robinson. We did see guys like Michael Jordan, Hakeem Olajuwon playing other uniforms. I think Patrick Ewing, did he go to Seattle late in his career? Hakeem was in Toronto late. So we've seen some great players. You know, Clyde Drexler, you know, we've seen them. Tracy McGrady bounce around, if you want to consider him a great player. Allen Iverson. So we've seen it before. And obviously they can use Draymond's grit. They can use Draymond's experience. You know, honestly, to try to get them to the next level. But, you know, at the end of the day, the only way the Pistons really going to get where they need to get to is really with Cade Cunningham, Jalen Duren, whoever the young core going to be here. They got to get us there. They got to put the work in. They got to improve. So it's not going to be no quick fix. You know, ultimately they got to get the right people there to get them over the hump. You know, and that's what San Antonio was kind of doing with Chris Paul. Chris Paul will help, but ultimately Wemby and Sochan and all them young guys down there, ultimately they got to do the job to get them over the hump. So they have to put the work in. So like it or not, they got to put the work in. So kind of when you look at that and you go through that, they got to put the work. But Draymond can help the growth of the young team. And you probably looking at the earliest middle of the season. It had to that season had to start off like that one season they had started off when Clay was gone, and they got the season that they got Wiseman. It had to start off like that, but I think it's huge when you get people that want to come to Detroit. I mean, like I said, I don't know where the reputation, well, I do know where the reputation comes from, where Detroit has a bad rep, have a bad rep as a bad city, and, you know, it's nothing to do there and all this type of stuff. So people that come here, they know, you know, to us it ain't nothing to do here. I mean, because we done did it all. That's like in any city, you know, the clubs change names, the bars change names, change management, but it's the same thing. When you get a little bit of paper, you know, you get legit, you know, it becomes a little bit more funner because I can travel now, you know, even within the city. You know, I don't really hang out downtown Detroit. Absolutely not. It's a rarity you see me downtown. Absolutely not. More likely see me at Royal Oak, you know what I'm saying, and certain other places. You know, Clawson, Birmingham, you know, depending on what side of town I'm on. Absolutely, like, you know, if I go downtown, it's because I was invited, or I'm gambling real quick, or I'm going to Pacific Restaurant or something, or to the festival, but that's pretty much a rarity. So, but it's plenty to do. You know what I'm saying? You know, a bunch of brothers that like coming here and having a good time, but, you know, I digress. But yeah, you know, you got a guy that want to come here. That's one of the things. I don't think Blake Griffin, and this ain't no shade to him, I don't think Blake Griffin, you know, wanted to come to Detroit. I mean, from LA to Detroit, that's a culture shock, right? Bet he liked it. I bet he like having extra money in his pocket though. But he embraced it. He did embrace it. He didn't pout over it. So shout out to him. But I think Draymond wanted to come here to help these young guys out. These young guys need help. They did a good job of filling this roster out, and they may or may not be done. They've done a tremendous job. You see, Utah is talking about they basically putting high trade values on Walker Kessler, Jordan Clarkson, Lauri Markkanen, and those guys to, basically because they don't want to trade them. You know what I'm saying? So they don't want to trade them, so it's the pump fake. We'll see what happened with Brandon Ingram, Zach LaVine. There's a couple other chips they got to fall DeMar out there in Sacramento, which is a good look for them. I think also who could have used DeMar DeRozan was the Memphis Grizzlies. They could have used them a lot. They need that. They need that other guy that can go get them a bucket outside of Ja Morant. But nonetheless, it's not a Grizzly talk. I love Ja Morant as a player. Ja, Anthony Edwards. I love those guys. Yeah, I wish they was Cade Cunningham. Yeah, I said it. But nonetheless, Cade's, he's all right in his own right. But yeah, Draymond can help them. Defense, pride, championship experience. So they wouldn't be walking around with blinders on. So, but yeah, I'm all for it. If I don't look here, I don't have no ill will towards the Golden State Warriors. Only teams I actually hate are the Dallas Coon Boys, Chicago Care Bears. Outside of that, for real, in the NBA, do I hate anybody? I really don't hate nobody in the NBA. I can't even hate the Celtics the way I used to hate the Celtics growing up. But if I did hate somebody, it's probably the Celtics. If I did hate somebody. So as a team, as a player, that's pretty much it. As a player, I don't care for LeBron, but I respect him. So yeah, the Celtics got too many players I like. Porzingis. Contrary to what people believe, I do like Jason Tatum, Jaylen Brown. My boy was Marcus Smart. That boy stood on business when he was at Oklahoma State. Not go back to that incident, but yeah, they got players over there I like. Derek White is nice. Drew Holiday seemed to be a really good dude. So yeah, in NBA I really didn't hate I hate players. But I didn't like Shaq because he was too dominant. It's kind of the whole thing with Peyton, man. I didn't like Peyton because he was just too fucking good. I think that's a sign that's a badge of honor. But hey, let me know what you girls and guys think. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist. Hit the link tree. Find me on X, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, the whole nine. Appreciate y'all for supporting me, man. Hit the link tree. Find me everywhere. Check out Detroit Pistons Talk playlist once again. But outside of that, let me know what y'all think about Draymond possibly coming to Detroit. The Warriors would have to fall apart. I think it's a good look. Could it be some bad habits given? I don't think Draymond would do that to a young group. So let me know what y'all think.